guys, Batch7 here back for another video, and today we are going to be looking at my Minecraft Gotham City map, and more specifically we're going to be looking at my Minecraft Arkham Asylum, which you can see here is right in front of me, and mainly we're going to be talking about Arkham Asylum itself, the bridge leading up to Arkham, and this little ambulance over here with this road. We're going to talk about that for a short little bit, and yeah. So they all have something to do with Arkham itself, and they're all linked. So yeah, that's pretty much it. One more thing I wanted to add. This is all for a thing I have going on my channel called Bat Month. If you want to check it out, you can on my channel. It's basically I'm just doing a bunch of Batman themed videos for a whole month. That's all it is. So I decided to do a little update video on my Gotham City world, and Arkham gets its own video because it's like 10 times bigger than my old one. My old one, the last time I did a video on this was like 10 months ago, or yeah, 9 or 10 months ago. My old one used to be right here with like a moat around it. But once I added Dixon Docks, it's kind of obvious what it is because there's a sign there. Once I added this into my Gotham, I realized like I can't have Arkham in the middle of the city. That's like Arkham City. That's not right. And it wasn't. Trust me, it wasn't even Arkham City. It was just an Arkham building in the middle of the city. And it was very blocky, and it was not anywhere near this, and I was like, I gotta build a new one. So I built this gigantic island, and here we are. So yeah, now we're gonna come all the way over here, and we're going to get right into it, now that I've talked about everything. So first off, here we got an ambulance, and this is no ordinary ambulance, ladies and gentlemen, because in here you can see there are iron bars, which means only one thing. This bad boy is going to Arkham, because this guy is crazy or something, I don't know. Maybe he, like, robbed the fruit. I don't know why he's going there. No one knows. Except for this driver guy. So, yeah, the driver's in the front, and the iron bars are kind of separating him and the crazy guy in the back. So, that's really all this ambulance is, really. It's just kind of bringing the patient to Arkham. And, yeah. Now, I would have put it on the bridge. That was my original intention. But as you can see, this looks kind of weird. And I'm going to tell you why. My roads, you can see, you can look all through Gotham. My roads are all 4 blocks wide. That's just because one vehicle normally fits on the 4 block wide road. That's how it works with the way I build my vehicles. Now, over here, by accident, I built the whole Arkham Island, an odd number of blocks. And I built all of Arkham, and then I built the bridge, and then coming over here, when I was done building the bridge, I went to connect the road, and I was like, oh, that's nice. So, yeah, this is 5 blocks wide, and this is 4 blocks wide for a road. And, I mean, I would have to move, like, the whole thing. Like, I'd have to either take off 1 block or add 1 block. So, I think taking off 1 would be a lot easier. But I'm not going to do it. It's honestly not worth it. It looks great, and I'm keeping it just the way it is. That's like a little flaw right there. That's my only concern. Every time I fly by, I'm like, oh my god, uneven road. It just triggers something in me. I'm like, I gotta fix it, but I can't. But that's perfectly okay, because the rest of Arkham looks sick, so it doesn't even matter. Next over here, we got the bridge. Now, this bad boy is pretty cool stuff. It's basically from this block right here. It's black block. When you come all the way over here, this is 12 blocks, and on the 13th block, you build this kind of pillar. And it's right down here, and then you just kind of have the I guess you call it like wiring, kind of go all the way up to here, and it should you know, fit in perfectly. And then every second block, I put this nether brick fence right here. That's kind of hard to see. I know it's nighttime and all that stuff. I picked a bad time to start it up, but I mean, that's all we can do. So, yeah, and I don't want to waste your time with sleeping or anything like that. It'd take too long. So yeah, next thing we got up here is the redstone torches. These are just kind of like blinkers on top of the bridges that alert planes flying over. Pretty cool stuff. And that's basically all there is to this bridge. Every 13th block, there's just a post right here. Of course, then it comes down, goes back up, down, and so on. Just keeps going up and down, up and down. All the way over to Arkham Island. Now, where are we going to start? We're going to start with the outside of the wall first. So this wall, what I did is I actually put iron bars right here. Now, this is supposed to act as barbed wire, but as you just saw what I just did, this is jumpable. This is not going to stop a villain. Actually, it'll probably help them, because the wall will stop them more than these so-called barbed wire. This is just kind of decoration. It's not meant to stop any criminals unless, you know, because, you know, I mean, like, no criminal is just going to be able to leap that. Well, I guess some of them can leap that high, but if they can get up to this height, it's not going to stop them, basically. It's just there for decoration. And, yeah, I just lined the whole outside of the wall with that. And here we kind of have this kind of slanted iron gate right here. This is kind of like a gate. It kind of separates in half, opens up, and it kind of goes up on a slant. That's why it's not filled in right here underneath these double A's too. And yeah, it's just kind of one of those gates that slants up. It's kind of makes kind of what would you call it? Like half an oval on top. It's like a half an oval on top. It's kind of hard to explain, but yeah, it's basically like one of those gates that goes up on a slant and then comes back down on a slant. That's the only way I can explain it, really. And yeah, next here we got 2 double A's, which mean, well, actually just double A's, not 2 double A's, that'd be 4 A's, but we have some double A's right here, and we just kind of stands for Arkham Asylum. Easy, simple. I had something like this on my last one. I wanted to put it in again for my new Arkham, and this is how it turned out. I think it looks pretty cool, and yeah. Next, over here, we got a tower. Nothing crazy. Just a little thing in the middle for you to come on down. And as you can probably see what I did, I made it enough room so you could walk around the whole thing and be able to look around. You know, it's not too squished. It's a bit squished, I will admit, because there's a hole in the middle. But there's enough room to walk around. There's enough walking space. They don't need to be that big. I think they look perfectly fine from the outside as well. And yeah, just kind of surrounded by torches. Pop the roof on it. And here we go. Towers. Yeah, that's basically it for like kind of like the outside wall part. Now we're going to go into the kind of inside of the place. So we got a fountain right here. Now, for those of you who saw my Wayne Manor and Batcave video, I actually had stone bricks, and then, so where the stairs are, it would be stone bricks. And then we had stairs outside here, which made the fountain bigger. But obviously right here, we need more room because for ambulance and stuff to fit all the way in here, it's, you know, it's not as much room if I popped it out one more block, so just wasn't happening. So I made it a bit smaller, and I made sure that this wasn't stone bricks, and then the stairs were out here, the block out further. I couldn't afford to make it much bigger because we need space. And yeah, where'd it go? Eeny, meeny, miny, this one. Okay, so we got ambulances over here, and basically these are ambulances. They're all the same, nothing different. It's the same as the one over there. So the good thing about talking about that one, we don't need to review these. They're just ambulances, and they're all in the lot. I think I probably should have took one away now that I think about it. I always get these ideas when I get into videos. You guys, some of you guys find that, whoever done videos before, and you're like, you're talking about something, you're like, wait, maybe I should have done this, and you're like in the middle of a video, you're like, oh great, yeah. But yeah, I probably should have took one away just to kind of say one's out there, but you know, maybe we'll do that next time. Yeah. So as you can see, the island, the way I made this is also uneven, so since there are 4 blocks and this is 3, it's kind of weird. And another weird thing is over here, the way I built the graveyard, this doesn't match up, so I just didn't connect it. Now it looks really weird because one connects and one doesn't. So what I might do, I don't know, I've been trying to solve this problem for a while, this kind of cool little circle. I really liked it. I'm probably going to redesign it so that it fits over here and it fits over here. I just kind of did it so that it fit the fountain, but we may have to remake that because it's kind of off and I'm not really sure what to do. Do you guys just think I should keep it this way? Do you guys think it's fine and we don't need to connect it over there and this is fine? You just run over some grass, that's fine. Be rebellious. Who cares? Or do you think I should move it, probably make it another block or 2 bigger? What do you guys think? And then I can make the fountain bigger. It might turn out better. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you guys. So yeah, that's the ambulances. Ooh, it's nice and sunny now. This is kind of weird because we're getting to the darker part. This is the graveyard, Arkham's graveyard. Now, number 1, spoilers. Just gonna point that out. For those of you who haven't played the Arkham games, what I'm doing is I took characters who died in the Arkham games and threw them in this graveyard. So, if you guys haven't played the Arkham games and don't want to get spoiled, I'd suggest skip ahead a bit. If not, I'll give you some time and you guys can wait or skip ahead, whichever one. And okay, so those of you who stayed behind, let's look through shall we? Here lies Lester Baczynski, aka Electrocutioner. I'm surprised I fit that on there. I was really proud of myself. Electrocutioner died in Arkham Origins. I decided to put him in here. Like I said, any character who died that, not all of them now, mind you. Like, if a random cop died, I'm not like, oh, let's throw him in the Arkham Graveyard. No, it actually had to be some sort of villain, almost. And yeah. So, this is Electrocutioner. He died in Arkham Origins. I thought I'd throw him in here. Made sense. And yeah. Alright, behind us here, we have Talia al Ghul. She died in Arkham City to the hands of the Joker, because there were like 2 of them, and the real one shot her, I think. My memory's a bit vague of that game, even though it was a really good game. I don't really have a good memory with these sort of things, but yeah, I'm pretty sure the real Joker shot her, and fake Joker distracted them for a bit. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, so yeah, Talia died. Either way, she died by a Joker. I'm pretty sure it was the real one. And, yeah, so I threw her in here. Sorry for my tongue mess-ups there. Dr. Amadeus Arkham, he didn't die in any of the games. He was mentioned that he was dead in Arkham Asylum. He was just he was one of the side missions. You know, you had to figure out who the spirit of Amadeus Arkham was. And that's basically to it. He had a tomb, kind of like this. This is what inspired me to make this, actually. He had something like this in the graveyard in Arkham Asylum on Arkham Island. So it kind of made sense, so I threw him in here. That was pretty cool. And yeah, Amadeus Arkham. And by the way, these don't go anywhere. They're just holes in the ground. See, they don't do anything. I just kind of put them there. Because underneath this is like a bunch of water, and I just wasn't willing to make a tomb down there. It's just, I don't know, maybe we can. If you guys want me to, I will. Once again, comment section below. If you guys actually want me to make his tomb, I will do it. Here lies Dr. Penelope Young, or P. Young, whatever you want to call her. P was just kind of abbreviation. It was easier for me to put on a sign. So Dr. Penelope Young, she died in Arkham Asylum. Now, my memory is a bit vague. I haven't played that game in a while as well. But I believe she died. Yeah, she died because of an explosion of Quincy Sharp's vault in his office, I think. And she was trying to make a thing called Titan. She did succeed. And it was like an upgrade from Bane's Venom. I think that's how it worked. Yeah, so she was, there was more than meets the eye with her, but, she died, and, yeah, I threw her in here because she was a doctor here. It kind of made sense. It doesn't have to be a villain that died. It can be a doctor who served here. I don't know why they want to be buried in Arkham. It's kind of a terrible place to be buried, but, I put her in here anyway. And, yeah, next we got, here lies, Raish or Ra's al Ghul. I normally go with Raish just because I've gotten into a habit of it. And, so Raish al Ghul, he sort of died. He was said to be dead in Arkham Asylum. Then he came back in Arkham City. And then he died, but then his body was gone, and the sword was on the ground that he got impaled with. If that makes sense, for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about. He gets impaled by falling off a building. It was the, Wonder Tower. And then, but you come back later on, because after the game's ended, let's say you go in free play mode or whatever, you come back and suddenly the sword's just lying on the ground, and he's like, hey, yeah, what's up? I'm gone. So yeah, that's basically one of the last parts of the game. And when you come back, he's, his sword's on the ground, and his body's disappeared. So, he's probably not dead, but I put him in here anyway, just for fun. Yeah. Last one here is Cyrus Pinckney. He's not I don't know a lot about him, guys. I apologize. I just know he was a side mission in Arkham Origins. And he's just that one character I don't know a lot about. I think he knew Solomon Wayne. Don't take my word for it. Once again, I don't know a lot about him. He was a side mission. I just know you find his tomb after doing a bunch of the side missions. I didn't really listen to the little notes he had, and I don't remember. I know I listened to some of them, but I don't remember what they said. So yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of research in this afterwards, but if you guys know anything about Cyrus Pinckney, please let me know in the comment section below. It'd help me out a lot, because I don't really know who he is that well. That's like the one Batman character I don't know a lot about, which is surprising, because people who know me know I know almost all the Batman characters. So yeah, Cyrus Pinckney, he he died and stuff, and he had a tomb that you're supposed to find, so I gave him a little kind of tomb burial place. And yeah, so that's basically it for the outside of Arkham, guys. Nothing really to it. One more thing I want to add, though. God, lags for days. right here, you're probably like, Bats, what is this? What's this sorcery? Well, it's not sorcery. It's just I expanded out Arkham 2 blocks so I can make the windows look blacked out, so it looked really cool. That's basically all I did. And these I was too lazy to fill in, which is dumb. So basically, Arkham is supposed to be 2 blocks thinner, but you know, I got this idea. Hey, let's make the windows blacked out. So I did, and here we are today. Those are the windows blacked out. I thought I'd give it a kind of dark effect to it, especially since all the stone is like cracked, and then you got these dark, blacked out windows, man. Like, if you came here on Halloween, I think most people run away in a second, because this is be pretty creepy. I might add some cobwebs around the outside. I wasn't too sure about that. I was like, it's old, but I don't know if I want cobwebs. I think I might just keep this effect. But I'm not just going to put cobwebs everywhere. I'm not that type of person. I put the occasional cobweb. But, yeah, let me know about that as well. I'm asking a lot of, let me know about this, let me know about that. But it really helps me out with the map, guys, to let you know what you want to see. And, yeah, as you can see, I've entered Arkham. And the first thing we got here is a metal detector. And it's kind of unrealistic because if a villain came in here, they could just go, haha, yeah, woo. I don't know why they'd run into Arkham doing that, but, so basically it's a metal detector to see if you have any, metal items. And for anything else, like, let's say, I don't know, you have something that's not made of metal, that's a weapon, like a wooden baseball bat. I don't know. I don't know why they wouldn't take it off you earlier, but yeah, basically you just come in here and it's like an X-ray. Now I put a button in here because I always get stuck, and I always have to destroy the door, and it's just pointless for me. So basically this button just represents them allowing you to leave, like opening the door for you. Oh my god, come on. There we go. Okay. So yeah, it's not really to it in here, just there's also fences which you can also jump over. Didn't really think about that very well, but yeah. I didn't want to make the fences like all the way up there and stuff like that, but the way I had is that I had this cool little staircase here. I wanted to keep it, but then when I got in here, I wanted to go back down. So I had to make stairs going back down, and I had a limited amount of room, so this is what I got out of it. So yeah, did the best with what I had. These are lights right here, but if you come up here, you might see something. Now this is where my use of cobwebs or spider webs comes in handy. This is like the this is the clock, and if you guys, oh god, I'm stuck in a web. If you guys remember from Arkham Asylum, I'm pretty sure you could go up into the clock in Arkham Asylum. I remember doing that, and I just kind of made my own little version of it, where it's kind of like these staircase right here, and there's like one part where it's just destroyed. There's holes in the floor. You come up here, and you're actually able to get up there, because this looks like you can't get up there because of the stairs. Like, it looks possible, but since this fence here, you can jump up right here. Just jump over the gap, and it actually is accessible. You can't get all the way up to the top, and I just fell down. There we go. And yeah, this is basically it. It's probably what you saw through the window, or yeah, of the clock. And yeah, I just thought it'd be a cool little feature to add in. And yeah, pretty cool stuff. So we'll drop on down here. Try to close that up. So it's kind of like they used to have an entrance up there. They don't use it anymore, so they cut it off to put this high-tech machinery. And, no one really uses it anymore. It's kind of closed up except for this whole part right here. It's just not used anymore. So it looks like an old abandoned way up to the clock. Pretty cool stuff. We come on in here, and we see this. This is the guard post. Basically, there's a bunch of monitors here monitoring Arkham. All these guards work here. Now, it's definitely legit. There's no actual guards in here because I had all these pressure plates, and I didn't really know, if they'd escape, like they'd run away, the villagers, and they'd run around flicking doors open and not open, I guess. They'd just be flicking them open over and over again and just be annoying. So I just didn't put any villagers in here, but you guys get the idea. So, pretty cool stuff. And then we got some emergency weapons in case someone, starts roughhousing or whatever. Got some swords, some bows, no arrows. I don't know why. I just kind of put them there. And yeah, guard post. Pretty cool. Now, a second reason, I'm just going to point this out here. A second reason I put in here, as you can probably tell, so you can see that there's one block right here. Let's walk on it. And there's 2 blocks. The reason for that, I need something to cover up the floors upstairs. Now, I'm going to explain this later on, so just let me get to it. But basically, one of the reasons I had the inspiration to make this is because I needed to block the floor upstairs. So yeah, just wanted to explain that. Over here we just got some normal cells. Villagers, villager. No one special. No one special is here. Nope. Alright, so yeah. That's basically it for the bottom floor. Now up top. This is where I wanted to talk about the floors. As you can probably tell, for some villains, I decorated the floors accordingly to their, to what they would have in their cell, if they were going to decorate it. So that's why, I changed the floors. I didn't want it to be visible from downstairs, otherwise there'd be all these different patterns appearing right here, and that was a no. So what I did is I put the guard post there to kind of cover up the floors, and I think it looks great. So where are we gonna start? We're gonna start over. No, we're gonna start over here. I want to start over here because this is the cool part. We're gonna start over here at Mr. Freeze. This is why I want to start over here, because we got this cool thing. So basically, I made a bunch of cool little ice fixtures on top of the roof, because of course Mr. Freeze would have to live in these conditions to survive. And then it looks like, he got his freeze gun, froze the wall, and broke out. Pretty cool stuff. Another thing I could have done, like I said, I'm getting these ideas as I'm saying it. Another thing I could have done, probably could have froze the wall and made that break open, or had like a ice path going out to the water. That would have been pretty cool. See, I'm getting ideas as I'm doing this. It's really annoying me that I'm not doing these things. So if you guys want me to do that, any suggestions you guys have, please let me know. This is kind of the stuff I want to hear. And yeah, this is just Mr. Freeze's cell. Pretty basic ice stuff right here. And it's kind of broken open right here. Pretty cool. And yeah. Next we have Black Mask. We got some masks right here. I'm not really fond of these guys. They're not really, they don't need to be there, but I just kind of put them there for, something to have in there. But he does actually have his legit mask in here, Black mask. The bow is supposed to act almost like a gun. And then we got 2 levers. So basically he has the equipment to be able to escape because, Black Mask is the kind of guy who got connections. I think we all know that kind of, that about Black Mask. He's a mob boss, he got connections, so he's probably able to escape anytime he wants, really. And yeah, that's Black Mask for you guys. And, yeah, Black Mask cell. Clayface is the next thing. We got glass for him because, Clayface can't actually, oh god, he can't, break through glass. He can get through iron bars because of his clay, the way his body, can shapeshift and stuff. But with, this kind of glass, this is supposed to act as kind of like a seal to keep him out. So, pretty cool. These are his arms. You can't really see the difference between his arms and his body because he's all brown. But basically, every big character I can make, I did. So, yeah. Basically, like Bane, Solomon Grundy, we'll both get to them in a minute. And I haven't actually made Killer Croc yet, but I'll get into that detail later. And yeah, Clayface. So, we're gonna fly down here. We'll fly down here. Oh my god, lag. Next we have Poison Ivy. Poison Ivy, just vines everywhere. Then we got some flowers. I know there are flower pots in the, newest update and stuff, but I really just kind of want to go with these classic flower pots. They make, they're a bit bigger, and the other ones I found were kind of too tiny, and they kind of, help take up the room a bit. So, Poison Ivy's place. We got vines, we got flowers, a bed, and yeah, I just gotta break this open. Alright. Grab that. Nope. There we go. And there we go. That was Poison Ivy for you guys. Pretty simple, pretty basic. Just something Poison Ivy would have in her cell. Controlling plants and whatnot. Calendar Man. This makes a lot of sense. Calendar Man likes a lot, he likes calendars. So having calendars all over his room would definitely make sense. He likes, dates and stuff like that. He likes planning things on certain dates, like planning crimes and stuff. So he would naturally have a bunch of calendars, and pieces of paper resemble calendars. And that's why I put him here, all around his room. So yeah, Calendar Man. Next, we have Bane. Like I said, I'm going to build all the big characters, so I did. And actually, his arms are really stubby. I didn't notice that. I forgot to fix them, I guess. I don't remember seeing them like this, though. There we go, Bane. So, Bane just kind of got his black, I don't know what you call it, like jumpsuit, I guess, on. It's not really a jumpsuit. It's kind of like a wrestler outfit, basically. And normally, I would build him like this. Let me show you guys what I mean. I would build him with this green tube, going up his back to his head, something like that, along the lines of that. But he's in jail. He's in Arkham, so he wouldn't have his venom. He wouldn't have his tube attached to his head, to his little wrist thing. He wouldn't have that. So yeah, that's kind of why I didn't include that in the back. But for some reason, for some strange reason, he is still big. We're just going to go with it. Alright, guys? Because, you know, the venom makes him big. So we're just going to go with the fact that he's just big for some reason. I don't know. Alright, so next up we've got the Clock King. Clock King just clocks everywhere. Just makes sense. He likes being punctual on time. You know, makes sense. Clock King. Not really much to it. What's next? Oh yeah, Two-Face. So, I actually didn't change the roof of Arkham for this one. I just put a block over it, because see, you can see the roof's right here. So I just put a block over the roof, put this whole thing over, and it's kind of like a black-white, blend almost, just to kind of show his, kind of his good-bad sides. Like he's trying to figure out, you know, which one to be. His little controversy over, you know, which each one. And then we got his Two-Faces coin, which decides, you know, the whole thing. I actually have this as well in my trophy room in the Batcave. So it's kind of funny. He has like 3, basically. He has one that he, for some reason, left behind in Arkham. He has one in the Batcave that Batman took, and he just casually has one with him now. Now he's, you know, because all the villains who aren't here are obviously broken out. So, I don't know. It's kind of funny, but nonetheless, you know, I guess he has a bunch of coins, even though he's supposed to have one. Next up, we got the Joker. This is just weird. I don't know where my imagination was when I made this, but I made his face on the floor. Let me pause there so you guys can input that in your head, like, what, Bats? What did you just say? Yeah, I said it. I put his face on the floor. That'd look cool. Not so much. That's perfectly fine, though. I mean, I think it looks pretty decent. You know, his black eyes, because, you know, white would go with his skin and just look weird. Yeah, and then I put Ha up here. This kind of gave me the idea when I did, what did I do? Oh, when I watched Batman Beyond Return of the Joker. Remember when he wrote, like, ha 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 all over the Batcave? This kind of gave me the inspiration to write Ha on the ceiling. See, I've got a giant Joker face. Oh my god. I might change this to Ha as well. I don't know, maybe I'll keep it. It looks pretty ridiculous, pretty funny. Just kind of messing around one day, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to keep that. But yeah, it's pretty cool. So, yeah, Joker's face on this cell. Next, we have the Riddler. The Riddler, you know, known for his traps and conundrums. So we're just going to break in here. Obviously, it's like, you know, it's supposed to be this big death trap. And, you know, it could explode, could not. And it's a chicken. Yeah. Pick up an egg here, why not? Throw another one. But yeah, so basically I made his floor green and purple. And I put a giant question mark up here. Green question mark with a purple background. So, you know, Riddler colors. Pretty cool stuff. And yeah, nothing to it. Riddler. Here, this wall looks very odd. Can you find, you know, the oddness? Well, this is cracked stone, and what's this, boys and girls? Well, this is normal stone bricks. So we're gonna break it open here. Oh my God, what's this? I don't know what this is. Well, this is Harley Quinn's old office. I had a few people ask me to do this. So, Harley Quinn's old office is, well, it's Harley Quinn's old office when Harley Quinn was Harleen Quinzel and she used to work in Arkham. This is kind of her office right here. But as you can see, the new brick, the stone bricks, when you put it right here, it looks like it was newly replaced. Because, you know, I guess she became Harley Quinn and then they closed off her office. So it's obviously whatever they covered up the office with, the brick is newer than, you know, what they originally made it out of. Because this is like really, really old building, right? Because it's Arkham. In here, it's pretty creative. I thought this was pretty cool when I made this. I made her hammer inside a chest. Now, I actually made a mention of this in when I did a new video on my Batcave map, which I keep mentioning. I put an axe as her, well, Monkey Man did, the guy who helped me with this map. Monkey Man put an axe inside the trophy room. So, basically, to represent Harley Quinn's hammer. Now, what I did is I actually made her hammer inside a chest. it's, you know, 2 red wool, a black wool, and a stick. So basically it's supposed to represent the red on the outside of the hammer, the inside of the kind of hammer or mallet would be black, and then there'd be a stick attached. So pretty cool. Here we have, these aren't actually supposed to be snowballs. Over here I actually named this white face paint, and these are like the things that you dab on the face paint with. I don't know what they're called. See, women out there, ladies, tell me what these are when you put makeup on, like the little puffball thing. I don't know what they are, honestly. I don't know makeup. So yeah, please tell me, comment section below. Even if any of you men know, you know, tell me. Whatever, I don't care. Someone tell me what they are. I need to put a name on them. I would have probably asked somebody, but I keep forgetting, and yeah. So yeah, oh god, let's leave that there. So yeah, tell me in the comment section below, and we'll be moving on. Next, we got Solomon Grundy. Now, what I was going to do with Solomon Grundy, as you can probably tell right here, I was experimenting. What I was going to do, I was going to take these and attach him kind of to the wall. Now, the reason I wanted to do this, it's kind of weird walking underneath his legs, the reason I wanted to do this is because Solomon Grundy is a naturally strong character. Unlike Bane over here, who needs Venom to become strong. And who else do we got? And Clayface. You know, you can easily stop both of them with, you know, Bane by taking away his Venom, Clayface by taking away, or by covering his cell with glass, he can't break out. But Solomon Grundy, where is he? Solomon Grundy could easily just break out. Like, he's just like, yeah. Oh, yeah. Bars? Yeah, that's cool. Boom. Breaks open the walls, gone. So I was gonna, like, have some kind of contraption holding him by the arms. Now, I had a couple of tries, they weren't really working out, but I could have like something like this, kind of like something holding his ankles. So please let me know any ideas you have, any blocks I can use to, you know, do that there. Really great. And yeah, Solomon Grundy, who, you know, somehow stayed in his I guess cage, you could call it. Next we have Catwoman. This is basic. I don't even have to go in for this one. There's cats and a bed. Yeah, so yeah, Catwoman. These I'm just gonna breeze through, guys. Nothing much to them. So yeah, Catwoman, just cats to kind of reference her. Next, we have the Mad Hatter. In here, we have his mind control helmet. Now, this is supposed to be green, but with the update, there's always something I forget. There's a few things I forget, and I forgot to get a leather helmet and dye it green. So there's an iron helmet here. But these are his mind control chips. Now, in the animated series, he used to take these little cards that are in the from Alice in Wonderland, the Mad Hatter's hat. He used to have that little card with the 10 and over 6 on it. Well, what he did is he used to take these, have these like chips in them, and when he stick them in people's hats, they'd be under his control, because he'd have the, you know, the helmet that would control everyone else who had these chips in them. So he was kind of like the one controlling everything through that one helmet, or hat, I should say. So yeah, these are just the kind of the chips he used to stick in people's hats. If they didn't have a hat, he used to stick in a headband and put a little headband on their head. So yeah. Mind control chips. We got potions of slowness too, to just kind of create that Mad Hatter effect. I just kind of picked slowness because, I don't know, there's no hallucination one. That'd be really handy, especially for our next cell. We're going to be talking about Scarecrow. There's no hallucination one yet in Xbox Minecraft. So I thought slowness would just kind of, you know, fit the effect where you're just kind of under his control and you're just kind of like, you know, your brain's not really working right, you're just kind of like hypnotized, so you'd be moving kind of slow. So next best thing. Next in here, walk in here. Oh my god, I've been splashed with weird potion. Oh my god, it's a Scarecrow. Man-made, of course. So I should say bats-made, because, you know, man-made would look way better than that. But I basically got potions of poison inside these. And then we got a Scarecrow at the end. So it's kind of like a Scarecrow trap. He basically makes this little kind of fear trap. So when you come in to feed him or something, he's like, hey, where'd Scarecrow go? Get splashed with poison. Then you got this jack-o'-lantern on top of some fences, which is supposed to be a Scarecrow. And you're supposed to get scared and freak out. So yeah, pretty cool stuff. I'm going to get these particles off with milk. So that's basically Scarecrow's, you know, a hint like I do in everyone's cell. I have this little hint to them. That's Scarecrow's. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I think we're done. Everything. Pretty cool. Alright, guys. So, that's pretty much it for Arkham. If you guys enjoyed the commentary or the map itself, you know, looking at all the cool builds and stuff, Please leave a like and subscribe. That would be awesome. As well as comment when I ask you to comment about stuff, or even just comment telling me suggestions, stuff you want me to do. Very cool stuff. Try not to hate too much. I don't like hating. But just be kind. If you have any suggestions, that really help me out. I love hearing you guys' suggestions. I always take them into account. And thank you for those guys who commented on my last video about 9 months ago, giving me suggestions. My map would not be what it is without you guys. So anyway, guys, that's basically it. I'm Bachelor7, and I'll see you guys later for future videos. Peace out.